Wow, MJ, the chitty. You know, well, you know what I mean. It's a big windstorm, so try and stand over here.
Okay.
Well, we got passes to see something you're very much anticipating, The Last House on the Left. Actually, we're going to try and see it tonight because we want to have more time for Friday to film the stuff and some other things.
Yeah.
So, was that a drive or what trying to get here?
Yeah, the GPS kept on having to like recalculate where we were turning because you kept turning at different spots.
And it's not updated, so it doesn't have the newest routes.
Yeah.
So it was quite, and I don't know how much battery there is on this because I didn't charge it. We weren't even preparing this. I actually called you within an hour before I came to get you.
Yeah.
Let's walk down here a little bit. Well, we're going to be reviewing Last House on the Left, hopefully afterwards, as long as this battery doesn't die.
Yeah. What I'm really looking forward to is Friday. Is Little Miss March.
If we get a chance to see that.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I'm sure we will, though. Miss March.
Miss March.
Yeah. Who knows how we get out of here now? We're now in the Whole Foods parking lot in the Chitty. Going to see it at Landmark.
Chitty.
Oh yeah, I've actually better leave this in the car because... And the road song wasn't in this one. Nothing close was in this version. The father didn't tell the mother to wait for the rain, to wait for the rain. That wasn't in this one. So MJ, I think there might be a bit of wind, but we just got out of seeing the Last House on the Left remake.
Last House on the Left remake, yeah.
Last House on the Left remake.
On the end credits, I did cover my ears and go,
road leads to nowhere.
Just like this movie.
But let's admit a few things.
It actually wasn't a total loss.
It's like, we'll admit a few things.
Yeah, I went in with lower expectations. I didn't leave fully disappointed. It's about what I expected, but
there was a few things in it that were okay. Like,
actually, this is just like the Friday the 13th and the Halloween. The opening sequence was the best part.
Oh, geez, what's going on out here? It's like. They're like, you saw that movie. Whoa, whoa. Man. I think we can finally continue this review.
Yeah.
But,
what I was saying was, yeah, if you saw, like, the Friday the 13th remake and the Halloween remake, it's really all going the same way. The opening sequence is usually the best part of the movie for some reason.
Yeah, the movie opened well. Like the stuff with them getting to the kidnapping part actually was pretty decent. The main girl was from Superhero Movie, and the other girl was I think from Superbad.
Yeah, I think this right up until it got to the woods was where it started to go downhill.
We're not gonna give anything away, but if you've seen the original, you already know everything.
There are two deaths. Like there are two parts in this that are really cool though as well.
Like the deaths were okay. Like two of them were pretty decent.
Two are real good. I won't say what, but you'll know. At least one you'll definitely know. The other one I really particularly cared about.
I know. But the movie basically is about these girls that end up looking for drugs. So they go to this guy's motel, and they get in there, and then the bad guys, which is the kid's father, end up in there, and then they take him out to the woods, and things happen, and
And well, it's kind of funny because I'm wondering if there's some out there who actually didn't know that this was a remake, who didn't know that there was an original one.
Let's walk over here with a little bit better lighting. I'm sure most people don't know. Because like the original one, although it was like a really big cult classic, I don't feel like that many people have seen it.
It's a shame. This really did show me that the original actually really was good. I wasn't never big on it.
But the original one, when you look at the original one really felt like a real thing. Didn't it almost feel like it was really happening?
Yeah.
And it was almost like a documentary or something.
I was honestly never big into it. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it was a 70s film. And a lot of people, for some reason, have problems like, oh, this movie's from the 70s, it's old, it's from the 80s, it's old. And people like that are stupid, by the way. But yeah, it's actually nothing. It's just I was never into the story, but this really showed me the original really was a good movie.
And the villains in the original one were a little creepier.
Yeah, they were creepier, they were more twisted, they were more unique. You wouldn't see people like that. These ones were just like Hollywood villains.
There's a lot of details that are removed from the other one.
I know this
like the controversial stuff is all kind of removed.
This one seemed like way more tame. It was way more like predictable. It was way more like you look at it and you're like.
They kind of made up for that by making it like much gorier because the original one wasn't like super gory.
I know it usually doesn't have to be though, but with this it's more like a lot of it was also like I don't know, like predictable. Like anybody could have done this. Would
you recommend that people see this movie?
Well.
I would definitely say to first watch the original.
Definitely. Out of 5, I give it like 2 stars.
Yeah, I'd say about 2 out of 5. The
2 for like the opening and those 2 really cool death scenes, and that's it.
The music in it was alright, didn't you think?
The music was pretty good, yeah.
It was alright. It wasn't. I missed having like the classic singing David Hess music, and I wish David Hess could have had a cameo in this.
I know this was, but yeah, we recommend the original if you want to see a good, the better one.
This one was but don't get us wrong. This wasn't terrible, and it wasn't bad.
Wasn't fully terrible, no.
No, but there was a lot of stumbling around.
I got to admit, it was a bit better than I thought it would be.
Didn't the opening kind of remind you of the opening for our Friday the 13th one? It was just like walking through the woods.
Oh yeah.
It was like kind of the same thing we did.
Kind of.
Most of the deaths didn't include, CGI either, so this was an advantage.
Most of them, right.
But we would definitely say check out the original one for sure. This one was good, not the greatest.
Yeah, we don't recommend you must see this. We'll say see it if you want. We're not saying don't see it for the love of God. Just
there was some good things about it.
There were. So we'll say see it if you want. Give it a shot. But we do recommend see the original.
So it's probably going to cut from now to like Friday. So we're probably going to be like this. Hold on. Let me move to this. Get ready for the cut. Ooh, hello, MJ. Remember what I said? We'd be there for that one night, seeing Last House on the Left, and now we're back out in front of an Einstein Bagels.
What happened to the parking garage?
We teleported through time, space, and the media masses.
Heck yeah.
And we're going to go out to Bel Air today and see Miss March.
Yes! I go from an okay movie to a plausibly really good, funny movie.
I know.
Wow, time and space travel is awesome, dude.
I know. With that, you can do anything.
We even did it without George Carlin's phone booth.
I know, and we're going to time travel soon and look back on the old times you had with your old boyfriend Carlos. I mean, your boy who's a friend. What do you think I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, just my friend.
Yeah. MJ, you went in there and bought 2 sandwiches and spent like $16, and you bought like the green St. Pooty's Day one.
It's my favorite color.
Yeah. And did you notice how the guy was like saying, "What's the next one?" Like he had that like slight accent.
It's like oh, you're always going to. I don't even remember how it was.
I know, and like we eat in the car because I don't really feel like eating with them. There's a lot of people in there like surfing the web, and they had like kind of strange faces.
No, we don't want to eat in there with them.
No, it's more fun in the car.
Yeah.
Wow, green. Have anyone ever seen anything like that before?
No.
They're looking, MJ. They're looking at it. Green. I wonder how that happened.
Crap.
Green food dye. Look, MJ, we're in Bel Air now. How do you feel?
Like we're in Bel Air?
Do you feel inspired, or upset, or sad? Like, give us a run through.
I feel like I'm gonna ride one of those motorcycles over there, or one of that yellow thing.
Those motorcycles over there? No, you won't be doing that.
Why not?
Because you're not allowed to. They're for, real men.
I am a real man.
No, motorcycle men with tattoos and scarves and pink bracelets.
I need all that crap to ride a motorcycle?
Yes, it's a rule. Have you ever read the motorcycle handbook?
But I could ride them better than they could.
I know, so now we're going to go to a, well, if it's still in business, a antique place to kill some time before we see Miss March for free. MJ, that antique store idea did not work out. We went the total wrong way, but you could visit the Lord back there if you'd like.
Yeah, I already visited the Lord this morning.
Yes, so there's nothing else to do, okay? So we're going to turn around and go home.
For all we know, we could be in Pennsylvania by now.
No, we're not going to do that, but... Jeez. Why is it that every time I try and emulate something that I did once, I screw it up bad?
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
He's like, I know I did this before, and yet this is happening.
Whoa! Up school bus!
Yeah, there's quite a few of them, actually.
Ew, your face! Look, MJ, we can actually see this theater. Last time we were here seeing Hamlet 2. Yeah. Remember, it was that big, huge rainstorm and all those incidents.
Wasn't it like a hurricane or something coming?
It was. They said hurricane something is coming. Beaked.
Actually, were there like 3 in a row?
I know.
It was weird.
In case you're wondering, yes, I work at a movie theater. That's how I see them for free. Yes. Not this one, though.
Should we read off the list?
Medea Goes to Jer, Coraline 3D, Slumdog Millionaire, Last House on Left, Jonas Brothers 3D, Just Not Into You, Paul Blart Mall Cop, Taken, Miss March, Fired Up, Race to Its Mountain, Watchmen, and any combo with 250 with candy purchase.
Well, that one sounds the best.
Yeah, let's go see that one. Any candy with combo purchase for 250.
Screw Miss March. Let's go see the candy combos.
I know. I know. Look, MJ, win your job. PetSmart. This is
not really though. This is like the different one. This is it's weird though. It's a little bigger, but everything is set up similar. It's almost like being in alternate reality or something. It's kind of freaky.
So come down here and like show me some of the stuff you do. So like if you were in this aisle and you were at work, what would you be doing?
Well, I'd be making sure these are all well faced. I make sure that these are all well faced.
Yeah.
What else? Make sure these bags are straightened. They're all pulled to the front. I bring out pallets to make sure that if there's any missing. Like, see this here? Like
see this? I'm not happy with this.
Okay. The weird thing is though, like all the signs are the same, and everything is in the same place, but it's a little bigger, and a few things are in different spots.
I think PetSmarts are like Targets and Walmarts. They all have the same look.
Here, normally, right here is where the pet training center would be.
I know, and the pet training center is on the other side.
It's like over. It's on the same side. It's just further near the front of the store. Nice.
For anyone who wants to buy dog food, would you recommend a good brand?
I'd recommend like Science Diet and Pro Plan. The Pro Plan is here in this one. So usually the Pro Plan's right there on the end. And in this one, this is the Science Diet's in the same spot. But right here would be, I think Royal Cane. And on this side.
MJ, do you think anyone really cares for what you're saying right now?
They might. I mean, right here would be the Imes, and this is Imes. Right here is the Purina, and down there is, see this is down there, and the one I work at.
Yeah. I'm so glad you told me all of this. Like, I feel very informed now.
Oh, good. So at least you'll know now.
I know. Should we get out of here now, MJ?
Maybe. And there's the grooming center. See, in mine, the grooming center is right behind the registers.
I know, it's over there. And you think we should get out of here now?
Yeah, see, I can actually go by that grooming center and not have them all look at me and get angry at me.
Hey, MJ, do you see, like, a similarity to him and you?
A little bit.
Some people might. Some people probably won't, though. MJ, there was not much inspiring in that Walmart. Wasn't that one kind of like a junky one?
I'm way more of a fan of Target.
Target, have you noticed how Target's always like, everything's all together and it has this real like spotless look, in Walmart things are all over the floor. Yeah. You know the worst though was Ames. Do you remember how like what a mess, didn't it look like a bomb went off, like a tornado went in and like threw everything on the ground?
But yet for some reason I liked Ames so much.
And I always remember when you found like that Indian in the cupboard key, and then you like took it. It was just sitting on the ground. You're like, wow.
It was a clearance. Things were getting. Remember Jumanji? The way that's like when everything was going all AWOL in that store right before Alan crashed into it with the cop car. Yeah. Remember how it was going AWOL and everyone was stealing stuff? It was kind of like that in a way.
I know.
It was interesting.
Didn't you feel like Ames 2 was like a place that like hardly anyone went? It was almost like certain people went in there.
Well, as time went on, I mean, a lot of people used to go there, but
some kind of like a hold-up over there. Let's get the f*** out of here. Look, MJ, that gives you life forever. Juicy Juice. Remember it used to be 100% juice for 100% kids? Whatever happened to that?
I'm already going to live forever.
I know, and look what we just found in here. I've never seen this before. Dr. Pepper cherry. Not like cherry vanilla or diet or any of that, just
like
cherry.
Diet vanilla cherry.
But have you ever seen that anywhere? Like unless I'm crazy, I never recall seeing that. Why do you keep smelling your fingers like that?
Why do you keep waddling around and pointing things out?
You know, if you're not careful, I'm going to make you eat a whole packet of these.
Ugh.
A whole packet of these disgusting things, and then all of these Tabor wafers. So, and then I'm going to make you drink a lot of prune juice. How do you like that?
Nothing wrong with prune juice.
It gives you, you know...
I drink it every week. Nothing happens.
Clears you out?
Well, I mean, I guess part of it is because I have a stronger system than you.
Oh. Look at this, MJ.
I noticed that.
The new Honey Nut Cheerios box.
The more recent one?
And now look, the classic one.
Look, it's
the true box.
The older one, the original one. How did that even get there?
This Target, it's got everything under the sun.
And look, it's all bigger, it's cleaner, I know. Like, not a lot of like annoying noise or music or anything.
There's no music. Don't you love being in places with no noise or no annoying music?
This is what I call. This is probably the best Target I think I've ever been to.
And it's real quiet. People aren't bugging you in here either.
There's not a lot of people making a lot of noise. It's calm. It's quiet, and it's amazing. There's nothing about it I don't like.
I know.
This is the best Target I've ever been to. Why does it have to be so far away from home though?
I know. It's over 5 hours away. No, only about an hour. Liking that pie, MJ?
What the hell are you doing?
Filming you eating.
Why?
You know. So, what are you doing?
Nothing.
So, MJ, we're going in now to see Miss March, and after the movie, we'll be out to give you our review of Miss March. And some guys over there screwing around with the reef blower. Ah. I don't think you can see it, but MJ, you forgot to brush your teeth there. You're going to brush them with that thing on your finger. Wow, for once, it's not, nighttime when we come out of a movie and review it.
Yeah.
So we just saw the movie Miss March. Now, I don't know the name of the two leads, do you?
No, but they were cool.
The one guy I think was from the Whitest Kids I Know show. Yep. The other one, wasn't the other one from like some teen movie or something? I recognize him from something.
Not the one who gets knocked out. The other one.
Yeah.
You notice the way his expressions. Half the time, he kind of reminds me of Don. He's like, "Oh my God, guys, they're in there, and we are so doing that." He's like,
"Wait, which one? The one that gets knocked out?"
No, not that one. The other one, the friend.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, I actually met that guy at Comic-Con.
It's funny because he, like, in almost every scene, he was like real ecstatic to everything. It was amazing.
Basically, the movie's about this guy who on prom night is going to, finally have themes with his girlfriend.
I know, he was real conservative. He was a real positive, really, what's the word? A real good guy. Not even like the whole Christian thing. He was just, he had real high standards.
Let's stand here at these trees backgrounds.
It was a very good positive thing.
And then he's going up. He's gonna go up to, you know what I mean. But he ends up going down the wrong door and falling down the steps and getting in a coma for 4 years.
Yeah, and then
his friend wakes him up with a baseball bat, and they find out his girlfriend is now in Playboy magazine.
She's a
Look to Stanley.
Yeah, she's a playmate at the Playboy Mansion, and of course Hugh Hefner was in it. And
they track her down. They have to try and go to the Playboy Mansion and meet up with her.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a road trip kind of movie getting there.
And by the way, speaking of the Playboy Mansion, I have a very special friend, and I know if that person would like. If we ever found a way to get in the Playboy Mansion, I'd get my friend in there too. I'm thinking of you, pal.
Did you notice though that there was a couple guys from like some of the Judd Apatow kind of movies, like the one guy who was the doorman, who was like the bodyguard, wasn't he in Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Was the one who was like kept serving him drinks?
I think so.
Either that or
maybe he kept
Heartbreak Kid. I don't remember which one of the two.
And then that guy.
And the horse. MPEG. He was from Pineapple Express and a bunch of those movies.
The one I remember him from was Dumb and Dumber. He was Lloyd's stepdad.
No, that wasn't him. They look similar. It was not him.
You sure that wasn't him?
No, it wasn't. They just have a similar look.
You sure?
That's Louis Goldwyn.
That's his twin brother?
I guess they're just twins.
I swear that was him.
No, it's not him. It's not him. Believe me, it is not him. Believe me.
Okay.
Believe me, it was not him.
All right. You got to admit, it looked exactly like him.
It wasn't though.
But they've got to be twin brothers. That looks exactly like him. I swear to God.
I believe Louis Goldwyn was Mexican though, MJ.
Yeah, this guy didn't, but he looked exactly like him in the face.
I know they were twins, I guess. Then, would you recommend people see this movie in theaters, or do you think people should rent it?
Either, really. It's not a must-see for theaters. It was about as good as Fired Up. It was really good.
Fired Up wasn't that great. Fired Up just had some funny parts.
Yeah, this was a bit better, but this was
another movie where people were older than they were.
Yeah, but it was pretty funny.
Weren't these guys at least 32?
And I found it kind of funny. I don't know if I should not give anything away.
No, don't give anything away.
I don't think this will ruin the plot, but you'll see what I mean. There are a few sequences you'd expect to see, but you don't because the certain where they'd have to be would require a budget. They do go into Playboy Mansion. That's not what I'm talking about.
I don't. What do you think? I can't guarantee this movie did not have a huge budget.
Yeah,
like,
so you're
definitely going to tell this is kind of like it has a kind of a direct-to-DVD feel to it, but not a bad way.
You're looking at it, you're like, okay, well, why didn't
you can tell it was definitely a shot on HD kind of movie. You know what I mean?
Why didn't they go there? It's like, okay, they probably didn't have the budget to show a scene for that.
I guess we can say the one scene you didn't see was instead of going to the prom, they just walk in front of the school and they're like, yeah,
you don't see them in the prom at all
because they probably couldn't afford to rent a school app. They're like,
that had nothing to do with the plot, so don't worry, that's not ruining anything.
But the thing with this movie was with the jokes. Some of the jokes were really funny. Some of them fell flat. That was the only problem. Is some of the jokes were like great, and some of them were really, really bad.
I know, but the ones that were funny, some of it I couldn't stop laughing.
And I will say though, the one guy kind of reminds me of our friend John McBride.
He does. The one who was over exaggerates everything. He's like, God, dude, lesbians in my car making out. Like the way, and almost everything he said in the movie was over exaggerated. Like, Cassandra, I really love you. Like even that, when he's trying to be serious, you see he has this. It's funny though.
I like
it works.
It's just a funny way of acting.
Like, wow, it's like wow, this guy's like this all the time.
I know. But it was funny though.
He was funny though.
I think people should definitely see this. And if there's this.
I feel like he made the movie though. And the other guy who was going after the girl, he was really good too. But I feel like that guy.
This was definitely better than Last House on the Left remake.
Yes, way better.
I know. And Hugh, like we said, Hugh Hefner was in this. He's been in a lot of things lately.
Yeah, that and The House Bunny and Larry David and a few other things.
Larry David, I always think.
He did a voice in The Simpsons, didn't he?
I think so. He does everything.
He's awesome.
I know.
I feel like it'd be funny if we got him if we did a parody review for this. Instead of us trying to mimic the actors, if he comes down with a pipe and goes, "Hi boys, go and see my movie." You're like, you?
I know. But I definitely would recommend people see this. Like we said, Last House on the Left was not the greatest thing. We did not care too much for it when you think about it.
But this, yeah, out of those two, definitely would recommend.
It's funny how today 2 remakes came out: Last House on the Left and then the Witch Mountain one.
Yeah, I give this
starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I guess for the most part.
How many stars did you give this?
Like 4 to 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
For the most part, considering what's supposed to be, it's comedy. It was funny.
It definitely was good. There was a few things in it that were not the greatest.
They were flat, but for the most part, it was really funny and really good.
Yes, and I would definitely recommend it. But as you will notice, though, this is the ultimate epiphany of actors being a little too old for the parts they're playing.
Don't you think Fired Up kind of proved that more, though?
Yeah,
these guys actually looked like they could have been in their
slightly
20s.
closer, yeah, but Fired Up.
And actually, no, actually, most of the movie, because remember, like most of it took place after he woke up from that coma 4 years, so they would have.
But how was that?
They would have been 22 by then.
Yeah.
So they technically looked the age they were supposed to be, but in Fired Up they were supposed to be in high school.
And they were like in their 30s.
And they could tell they were in their 30s, so that was way more extreme than this.
I know. Well, like we said, check it out. Be there or be square. MJ. We only have 3 minutes left, so we don't want to like ruin all this, but we're kind of like in the ultimate junk shop, like the Bruscas brothers or something. I don't even know the name of it. I'm just calling it the Bruscas brothers. MJ, did you enjoy the mishmash that was the Gabriel brothers? I thought it was the Svinsky brothers for some reason. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
You guess? You should know.
No.
We're out in Bel Air and it's getting dark and. Yeah, and how have you been enjoying the day?
Kind of been flying by.
I know, and yet it's been 2 days in one video. How crazy is that?
Like I said, flying by.
I know. We're in this weird like JJ Liquidators, and they like sell. Look at this. They sell like the TP like you see in like stalls in like the restrooms. See, that's like restroom stall TP, right? And it's very exciting to have like come into a place where they like sell this stuff.
Oh, this could be a whole new thing. TP boxing.
Yeah. And I found all these strange like dollar DVDs in here.
This could be a new style.
I know. MJ, what'd you want to show?
Well, I got some shoes.
Whoa.
Yeah, they're size 16. They fit perfectly.
You wear size 16, MJ?
Well, look, see, it's like...
Man.
I know, see, the Nikes that I'm wearing, they're made a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I know.
These fit me really well.
I know.
I've got claws, and I can use them. I am Wolverine.